All right. Hello to everyone that is joining me tonight, or whenever you happen to see this message. I'm just lighting my frankincense because this reading that I am doing tonight is actually very different. But I was accidentally sent a link to a YouTube video in regards to a man by the name of Kevin Samuels. Now, I've never seen this man before. I was sent this link. And so I decided to go on and watch him just to see what this video was about that this person accidentally sent me. And I was very disgusted to say the least. Um, this man has a platform where he has over 1 million subscribers and followers. Um, and I'm sure that these are people of different ethnicities, different races, and he uses this platform to degrade African American women, melanated women, and it's very ego based. It's very based on it's based on ego. It's based on materialism. The video that was sent to me was let me see. I have it written down. It's called Just Wow IG Live. And in this video, he was actually having different women, all of them were black women, young black women, coming on Instagram live to communicate with him. And he was asking them what they thought their ranking would be. Are you average? Are you below average? What type of man do you think you can pull based on how you look, based on how you would rate yourself? And I mean, it seemed like every person that came on, he tried to find an opportunity to tear them down. And I came on to do this video because generally I do not entertain myself with lower level energy such as Kevin Samuels. But because the video was sent to me accidentally, it was something that I ended up going to, check out. And, nothing happens by mistake. And I just know that in this time, we are in the age of Aquarius. We just came out of the age of Pisces. And the age of Aquarius is all about exposing people, exposing structures, exposing agendas. And so I have to expose this man using, the small platform that I have. So even if I'm able to give someone, one or two people, insight in regards to this person so that you don't allow yourself to be misled or led down the wrong path or further engulfed in your ego or your carnal nature or in materialism, because this is the time of in the age of Aquarius where we're looking at the soul of a person, the spirit of a person. What is the core of who you are? What is your true nature? How do you think? How do you treat people? How do you treat yourself? How do you feel about yourself? And it seems to me that this man is using his platform to really spew negativity and to divide the black man and woman, and to place the black woman in a place of inferiority in comparison to other races of women, because he's constantly, if you go back and look at this video, that's what he was constantly doing, and so I'm going to use I'm going to pull some cards on this man. We're going to really lay the cards out. We're going to pull his hand, okay? And I want to unmask this man. We want to see what is the true core of Kevin Samuels, all right? Because I feel that just based off of the energy that I picked up, it was very low vibrational, the type of energy that he puts out there, very egotistical, very carnal natured type of behavior. Just all based on materialism. It's like if you could put put a face on ego or give it a name, it would be Kevin Samuels. He's just dressed up in a fancy tailor-made suit. But everything else about him is far below average. If he wants to really talk about whether or not somebody is average, above average, below average, this man is far below average because he's so deep in his carnal nature and so deep in materialism. So let me go ahead and get started, y'all. Let's get into this thing. We're going to see what's going on with this man, Kevin Samuels, and what is his true nature. So the first question that I have, I'll be looking over here because I got some questions that I wanted to ask. I wrote them down because, I really just need to expose him to whoever needs to hear this message so that you do not get sent down the wrong path of understanding. It's time to raise our vibrations. It's time to love one another, love ourselves. Black women, we have enough people out here that is putting us down and that's using different platforms, social media, to make us seem inferior to everyone else. And to have a so-called black man come on and use his platform where he has over 1 million people watching him to degrade us even further, and to use young women as a way to just kind of step on their necks to make himself feel better. Lord, I just can only imagine how he feels about himself at night. So let's just see. How is Kevin Samuel affecting the black woman is the first question. And for those of you who are familiar with tarot, even if you're not familiar, you can always just pause the video, go and check and see what does each card mean. You see, because I'm just going to be open. Let's just see. Maybe we'll find out that he's a good guy. But I don't know, because based on the energy that I'm picking up, that's not what I'm getting. So how is Kevin Samuels actually affecting the black woman by using the platform that he has right now? So let's see. How is he affecting the black woman? So the first cards that we have coming out is the King of Swords and the Four of Wands. Now, the King of Swords energy is someone who is very cold, someone who doesn't really come from his heart space when it comes to the way that he communicates, okay? He's very militant in his approach, okay? And he also uses the sword to cut people out, all right? He uses the sword to cut people out. So when I have these two cards coming out together with the Four of Wands, the Four of Wands deals with marriage. The Four of Wands deals with higher levels of commitment, moving in together. And so I feel like it's this energy of him. He's putting out this energy of creating a masculine, the counterpart of the black woman, creating a masculine that is very authoritative in his approach, all right, that definitely puts his heart space on the back burner, and that moves from a level of like a militant type of behavior, okay? And so this is the type of energy that it looks like we're bringing into the household for the black woman. How is he affecting the black woman? I'm going to pull again and see what else comes out. How is Kevin Samuels affecting the black woman? Okay, so the card that flipped over is the Seven of Wands. This is that energy of feeling as if you have to work hard to stay on top. Feeling as if you have to work hard to go against all of those people that are in opposition to you. Okay, having to put in all of this extra work, put in all of this extra energy just to keep from being in this space of inferiority. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. He's placing the black woman in this position where she has to fight extra hard for her position. All right, as if we don't have enough opposition against us. All of these different wands stands for those that are in opposition against this person here. And he's having to use his wand and use whatever measures of energy or perseverance that he has to stay on top, to go against all of those who are fighting up against him. And so that's the type of energy that he is putting out there for the black woman, where we have to constantly put forth more effort, as if we don't have enough people that we have to so-called prove ourselves to, that we have to fight to stay on top, or fight to take our place, in society. Now we have one more opposition, which is Kevin Samuels. That's the type of energy that he is spewing out there. I'm going to pull one more in regards to this question, and I'm going to move on to the next question. Okay, that's too many cards, y'all. So let's do this again. Okay. That is the Seven of Swords. All right. The Seven of Swords is all about deception, dishonesty, theft. Okay. This energy of sneakiness, taking away from someone. And that's what I was picking up on. It's like this energy of him just being deceptive, trying to do things with his own motives in mind. Okay. This is an energy of taking away from someone, depleting someone. And that's what I feel that it is. It's like he's trying to deplete the black woman of the love that she has been able to even gain for herself. We're talking about hundreds of years of being in this space of, being suppressed, being placed in this lower level position in society, okay? Having to go against all of this opposition in society. And here he is sneaking in with this dishonest motive, okay, with this selfish motive, because I feel like for him it's all about selfish gain. And he's looking back to try to see who's able to really see, who's going to unmask him, who's going to actually expose him for his truth, for his true nature, which is a thief. You're stealing from the black woman. You're stealing you're trying to steal, he's attempting to steal our pride. He's attempting to steal our love for self. He's attempting to steal and to take away from our natural beauty, because half of the things that he says about us is very degrading, to say the least, And so this man, his motives, just based on these cards that have come out so far, he does not have good motives when it comes to the black woman. So let me see. How is he affecting the black man? That's the next question. How is Kevin Samuels affecting the black man? You all see the cards, and it's very clear. It's very clear. This man is very angry. And I feel like he's always in this energy of being defensive. Just based on what I saw in one video, he had interaction with multiple women. So I only needed to see one video to see how he interacts with the black woman, because it was multiple women, and quite a few of them came on there with a very mild, very gentle, feminine, okay, they was very much so in their femininity. Very gentle women, okay? Very compassionate women, I could tell just based on their countenance. And he still tried to find anything possible. Like literally, if you heard a baby in the background, who's that baby? Oh. And she'll say, well, that's my sister's baby. Oh, how old is your sister? She's 19. Oh my God. Just trying to find any way to nitpick. Who's your mama? Oh, how many of y'all does she have? Does she have a husband? Where's her husband at? Did you ever ask her why she doesn't have a husband? I mean, I have never seen anything so distasteful coming from what you would call a black man on a social platform that he has, where he can actually be using his platform to actually build us up. He's using it to tear us down. And the reason why he is doing it is because it's actually bringing him a certain status. Okay, he has a certain backing. And of course, YouTube or any other platform will be more than happy to place him at the forefront or in the public eye, because the whole agenda of the media has been to tear down the black woman for the most part, okay? The black woman and the black man. So let's see. How is he affecting the black man is the question. How is Kevin Samuels affecting the black man? How is Kevin Samuels affecting the black man? We're going to find this out now. So the card that came out here is the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles deals with someone who has to be in that energy of being more selfish, okay? Being very guarded, definitely blocking off his heart, all right? So it's almost as if he is putting the black man in a position. Oh my goodness. And then this card, it just wanted to come out. Y'all are watching the video. The devil is right here at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so we just going to go ahead and take that out because it wanted to come out. This man is creating this energy for the black man where he wants to hold himself back. He wants to keep himself away from the black woman. He doesn't want to share with the black woman. He doesn't want to give to the black woman, whether it's financial means, whether it's through his emotions. And there's this energy of toxicity that this man is bringing to the black man, to where rather than lifting us up, he's making them be in this energy of this toxic type of connection where they feel more chained and bound to one another, where the black man feels that if he gets with a black woman, he's going to be chained to toxicity. He's going to be chained to the devil versus being chained or versus being bonded with a queen or bonded with a beautiful black melanated goddess, he's making them think that they are being chained and bound if they decide to get with a black woman. Now you're chained and bound to the devil. Now you're chained and bound to this lower vibrational frequency. This is the type of energy that Kevin Samuels is spewing out there for towards the black man and the black woman. And so the black man is in this energy of holding himself back. Those black men that are following Kevin Samuels, that actually believe in the content that he spews out there, they are wanting to hold themselves back from relationships with black women. They are wanting to guard their heart space. They are wanting to withhold their finances because he's making them think that they will be chained and bound to a demonic, toxic type of energy, okay? And I'm not going to take anything away from the fact that there are some black women who still, there are many black women that still need to heal, just like there's many white women that need to heal, there's many Asian women that need to heal, there's many Hispanic women, Indians. It doesn't matter what race or cultural background you come from, there are many people that need to heal from different areas of their life, okay? But the black woman, we have been disserviced on a much broader perspective when you're talking about in here in America, okay? Based on the changes that we've had occur with our ancestors and those that preceded us. It's a lot of healing that has to happen for us. And for this man to actually have come from the womb of a black woman, I find it kind of hard to believe. It's like I want to question, which is something that I need to be asking, what was your relationship towards your own mother? And how does your mother feel about the way that you present yourself and the way that you actually speak on the black woman as a whole? And so this is clear. Okay, you don't even need to look up Tarot to be able to understand. This is how he is affecting the black man that is following him. He wants to withhold himself from the black woman. And if he gets with a black woman, he feels like he's chained and bound to the devil. He's chained and bound to a very toxic energy, and he feels stuck. That's the type of energy that Kevin Samuels wants to spew for the black man. So let's see. I'm going to pull one more card and we're going to move on to the next question. I'm doing this because I really, my platform is generally about uplifting, helping people to evolve into their highest selves, helping people to see past the material, past the carnal nature, past the ego, and to move into a higher level of consciousness and gain an understanding of who you are so that we collectively can come together to rebuild a structure that is very off balance, okay? And like I said, coming out of the age of Pisces, we've dealt with enough ego. We've dealt with enough people that feel that their materialism or that their wealth has some sort of influence, okay? Because it has had a large influence on keeping a certain group of people down, which we know that black people have been kept down, versus another group of people who have been able to stay on top because they have used their ego and their so-called enforced power, enforcing their will over us because they had a certain sense of power, a certain sense of authority, okay, I guess you could call it. But this is it's just disturbing to see that this man would actually do this towards people who look just like him. So this is what came out, the Six of Cups in the reverse. The Six of Cups in the reverse deals with having memories, negative memories, okay, feeling stuck, whatever memories that you do have from the past, feeling stuck in the negative memories, okay? And so for the black man, I feel like it's putting them in this position where if they're following him and they're actually, absorbing those things that he is putting out there, it's making them go back into childhood and to relive all of the negative moments that they might have experienced with the black woman, or all of the negative moments that they might have seen from the black woman. They're stuck in that, okay? It's like he's making them stay in a space of seeing things from a negative perspective, even from the past. You see what I'm saying? That rather than seeing us as evolving, seeing us as needing to heal, and seeing us as moving into a space where we're starting to grow, we're starting to awaken, and this is a healing process for both of us. It's not just for the black woman. The black man has to heal too, and it's very clear that the black man has to heal because Kevin Samuels is a prime example of a black man who has been heavily influenced by the negative impact that slavery, racism, okay, and all of these different things that we've had to experience. He is the prime example of what that has done to us as a black race, for the black man and the black woman. It's very clear that he's very hurt, Okay, and so what he's doing with his platform is that he is pinning us against each other, and he's in this energy of self-loathing. I don't think that Kevin Samuels is very proud of who he is as a person, but we're going to keep pulling. We're going to find out. So let me see. How is he affecting the union of the black man and woman? So let's see. How is Kevin Samuels affecting the union of the black man and woman? How is Kevin Samuels affecting the union? This came out in the reverse. This is the Ten of Cups in the reverse. The Ten of Cups deals with a broken family. As you can see in the upright, the family, the husband, the wife, the children, everybody is together. They're happy. They're celebrating together. In the reverse, that is the opposite of all of those things. The way that Kevin Samuel is affecting the union of the black man and woman is that he is separating us. He is making us believe, or he is spewing this energy out there that the black woman is not good enough for the black man. The black man only deserves anything other than the black woman. Any high quality black man only deserves anything other than the black woman. And so that is the agenda. It's this energy of leaving, it's like we're abandoning one another. Okay, this is about being left out in the cold. This is this energy of feeling lack mentality, feeling as if you don't have enough. Okay, and these people are disabled. Okay, this person is disabled right here. And so it's this energy of, crippling us. That's what he's doing. He's crippling the union of the black man and the black woman. All right. These cards speak for themselves. This is all dark energy. You see how the cards are falling out. So I'm not making this up. I can't make it up. But it's very clear that this man's agenda, okay, is to separate us. All right. What's the next question that we have here? You know what I want to ask? I want to pull one more card for that. How is he affecting the union of the black man and woman? Just to clarify, all right? You can clearly see it's all about separating us and trying to make it seem as if we come together, it's going to be the most miserable experience that you could potentially have, and that you have decided to accept something that, or someone that is below average as a black man. If you decide to go and be with a black woman, that you are going to be in a space of poverty or lack mentality, or just this energy of causing a lot of coldness over the relationships of the black man and black woman. It's pathetic. All right. It's really pathetic, and it's sad. How is he affecting the union of the black man and woman? And I hope that he does see this, because, there is a potential, all right? There is a potential for him to actually resolve this and to actually grow, all right? If he decides to take a good look at himself and really go within, all right, and to do some inner reflecting and some inner work, then he could actually use that platform to really build us up. But I feel like it's this energy of, almost as if it's this energy of being better than the other person, okay? It's this energy of being in the ego, all right? In the ego. So it's affecting the black man and the black woman, where it's putting one person on a pedestal, all right? Because one thing that he does do, what I noticed in the video, is that he kept putting the black man on a pedestal. Well, we got it like that. And I'm not saying that the black man does it, because I love my black men, okay? I would never put them down. Even the worst of the worst, I would never put them down, because I understand the reasons why this pain has been inflicted on us for hundreds of years. And so there's a lot of healing that has to take place. There's a lot of deconditioning and relearning that would have to happen, all right? And so it's this energy of him wanting to place one person on a pedestal while he puts the other in this position of being not good enough, all right? It's this energy of division. That's what he's trying to cause, an energy of division, all right? And so the next question, what do we have here? How does he feel about his platform? Okay, this is something that we definitely need to know. How does he feel about his platform? How does Kevin Samuels feel about the conversations that he has, or about the information that he spews to the public, okay, through social media. How does he really feel about what he's doing? That's something that I'm very curious to know. And I think that the public should know that as well, because if you place value, okay, if you feel good about what you're doing, then that means you're walking in your purpose and that you're doing it with honest intentions, right? But if you don't feel good about what you're doing, then that means that some part of you has to know that what you're saying is actually causing division, all right? So how does Kevin Samuels feel about his platform and about the communication that he has through social media? How does he feel about that? Let's see. I definitely sense that there's some resistance to it because it's taken so long for his card to come out. So let me see. Hold on, because this one fell on the floor, y'all. Let me see. But this one that we have right here is the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So we're going to talk about it. Look at this. All right. We got the Ten of Wands, which is burdened. He's feeling heavy. He's feeling burdened. He's feeling weighed down. And the Queen of Swords in the reverse is a very bitter energy. Okay. Someone that is very unhappy. Someone that is also a liar. Swords in the reverse is about being a liar. This man is burdened with the information that he is spewing out there towards and about the black man and the black woman. He is burdened by it, okay? He is weighed down by it, okay? It's very heavy on him because he knows that what he is saying is false. He knows that what he is saying is from a space of bitterness. It's from a space of coldness. And I feel that this man has been very hurt in his past. He's been very hurt in his childhood. I don't know what happened in terms of his upbringing, or what type of relationship he had with his mother and father. But I strongly feel that there was a disconnection there. And he's using his platform as a way of projecting what he's been suppressing. Okay, because it's very clear. It's heavy on him. So that's your answer right there. How does he feel about his platform and the communication that he is putting out there on social media? He's burdened with it. It's heavy on him. He's feeling guilty about it. And he's ready to drop those burdens because you know what? When you have the Ten of Wands here, eventually it becomes too heavy where you have no choice but to drop it. So he's moving into a space where eventually he's going to have to drop the act, okay? Eventually, y'all, I got my daughter is here. She's wide awake here, okay? Or she's halfway sleeping. But eventually he's going to have to drop the act because our children, okay, everything what he's doing is affecting them moving forward. You see what I'm saying? It's affecting them because if these are the type of platforms that the black woman has, okay, this is what's supposed to be representing. He's supposed to be representing the black man. He's supposed to be the voice for the black man. And he's supposed to be the one who is putting out what the black man wants. What does a high quality black man deserve? What does a high quality black woman deserve? And every black woman that I see him interact with based on that one video, most of us are not high quality if based on his logic, all right? But it's burdensome to him, all right? It's weighing him down because he knows that what he is spewing is lies and it is bitterness, okay? Lies and bitterness. This man is very smug and he is very arrogant. And he's all about fulfilling himself. It's all about self-fulfillment, all right? So let me see. Look at this. This man is jealous. This man is in this energy of manipulation. This man has dark clouds hovering over his head. This man is all about trying to win at all cost, all right? It doesn't matter what he has to do, whether he has to lie, steal, okay? Whether he has to steal, whether he has to lie, all right? It doesn't matter, and he's weighed down by it, but he wants to win at all costs. He will do whatever is necessary. And back there, let's just say that's representing the black man and the black woman right there. And the way that he is using his platform as a way of tearing us down and creating division between us. That's what this man is doing. This is all dark energy that I'm pulling. That's why I got my frankincense lit, because I already knew that this is what was going to come out in this message. But I'm glad that it's coming out, because for those of you who are watching this video, if you have been following this man, this right here is giving you a clear indicator of who he is from his core. We're not talking about what you see in the flesh and what you see in the 3D, or what you see based on the image that he is projecting in his tailor-made suits, which they're nice suits, by the way. But you can't dress up bullshit. You see what I'm saying? You can't put sugar on shit and say it's sweet, because it's still going to be shit at the end of the day. And yes, I'm cursing because I find it to be very distasteful. It's very distasteful what this man is doing, and it's very clear based on this reading that I'm doing right now that what he is spewing is lies, and even he himself is very aware of it, because he's burdened by the lies that he is spewing. All right? We have here, this is the the Knight of Wands with the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. All right? This man, the Knight of Wands, deals with somebody who's very flighty. And he's very, he takes action, but he moves very quickly. He does things on a whim. All right. He's all about, quick thrills, quick action, hit it and quit it, that type of energy. This man is in this energy where he's not able to maintain his own family structure. And I don't know anything about him in terms of his marital status, in terms of his history when it comes to marriages. But what I do know based on that one video is that the energy that he's putting out there, that's not the type of man that can maintain a long-term family structure, because the 10 of Pentacles in the upright is about a long-term family structure where two people are able to come together and create generational wealth together, and to have a loving, happily family here. Loving, happy family where you have long-term stability. In the reverse, it shows that that is the complete opposite of that. This man is very flighty in his energy. He does not know how to sit still, and you can almost, hey, I'm just going to say, I'm not going to call him this, but let's just say the Knight of Wands, he is a player. He is a male whore, okay? Or he's just a whore in general, all right? That's the energy of the Knight of Wands. Not committal. This person is not a committal person. This is not someone who wants to commit. So this man, he has a very serious issue when it comes to creating long-term commitments. And I feel like it's largely because of his ego, and because he's all about thrill. He's all about quick thrill and pleasing himself and moving on. And I feel like a large part of that is because his heart space is blocked off. This man has a blocked heart chakra. Okay, he's closed his heart space off to love because he does not know how to love. And he's on this platform trying to give millions of people advice about relationships, advice about commitments, when he himself does not even know how to create that. He cannot create that for himself because he's very hurt. This is from his childhood. This man has watched, I feel like he's seen very toxic connections, and it left bitterness in his heart. Okay? And I feel sorry for him because he is just a part. He's still my brother, but at the same time, he needs to be corrected. And the only way that people can actually come into a space of changing and resolving their actions and actually evolving out of their ego is if someone places a mirror in front of them. And so that's what I'm here to do. This average, I'm probably below average in his opinion. This below average black woman is here to put a mirror in front of Kevin Samuel so that he can see himself for who he truly is, and so that he can make some changes. And whether he sees this or not, it does not matter. But for those of you who watch this video, like I said, if you have been listening to him, and if you have been thinking that what he is saying is truth just because he has a large following, or just because he has people who seem to back him in those things that he is spewing, just know that it is false. This man is wearing a real mask here, okay? Let me see if I can lay her down real quick, y'all. Okay, he's wearing a mask. Okay, so let's see. The next question here is, what is his motive for the black woman? What is his motive for the black woman? I think we got a pretty clear message here. His motive for the black woman is to pretty much put her in this energy of, he might have a motive to want her to heal, maybe some part of him does desire to see the black woman heal, because that is the card of healing. But he's going about this the wrong way. He's going about this the wrong way because he himself has yet to heal. You see what I'm saying? And so the Four of Swords does indicate healing. How can you want someone to heal and tear them down at the same time? It's like if you desire for them to heal, but you add more wounds to the wounds that they have yet to actually mend, then it's what you're doing is counterproductive. You see what I'm saying? And so he needs to awaken to the fact that what he is doing is not useful when it comes to trying to heal the black woman from the past pain that we have been through. So he might have the right motives to some degree, but he's going about it in a completely wrong way. And I feel like that's why he's so burdened with it. That's why he's so burdened by it. You know, I don't know what his platform looked like when he initially came to the forefront. Maybe he came in with a certain type of certain way of expressing himself, and then after a while he began to move into this energy of just becoming very toxic in his approach, because he saw that maybe that was going to gain more followers, or was going to gain more, other races of people backing him or putting him on a platform. But it's burdening him. So there's something about him knowing that what he is doing is wrong. It's working on his heartstrings, y'all. I'm telling you now. So let me see. How does he feel about the black woman? That's something that we need to know. How does Kevin Samuels feel about the black woman? How does he feel about the black woman? What is his emotions towards the black woman? Because if he has a disdain, if he has a disliking for a black woman, then you cannot, the platform that he is using, then clearly everything that he speaks in regards to us is going to be false. It's going to be in complete opposition to lifting us up. All right. So let's see. The Emperor. The Emperor deals with someone who is in a position of control. Okay. Someone who is in a position of authority. So I feel like the way that he feels about the black woman is that he wants to be able to control the black woman to a large degree. And that was very clear when I was watching the video. Again, it's called Just Wow IG Live. Each woman that came on, even if they tried to speak their truth or to insert their opinion, he cut them off right away. This is my platform. It was very diva-like behavior, to be honest with you, but this is my platform. I talk. I'm the one that controls the narrative of this conversation. It was just so controlling and so domineering. It's just narcissistic type of behavior. And so I feel that, because he's quite an old man, he looks good for his age, I guess, but he's up there in age. And so I think he feels that because he's been around the tracks a few times, that he's able to usurp a certain amount of authority over these younger black women who call in to gain this advice. They're still very naive and wet behind the ears, some of them. Not all of them, because I found that many of them was highly intelligent and they had honest intentions. But I feel like, this man, he's in this energy of wanting to control and to dominate the black woman. Okay? Let's pull and see, how does he feel about himself? Okay? How does Kevin Samuels feel about himself? How does he feel about himself? Because I'm actually starting to feel sorry for the man. It's unfortunate that this is the way that he has to go about his living, but he doesn't have to. We all have free will. We all have choices in terms of the paths that we take and how we go about gaining our financial abundance. But this is how he feels about himself. The 9 of Wands and the 8 of Cups in the reverse. The 9 of Wands deals with someone who is a victim, someone who is in a victim mentality. Okay, so this man has been wounded, he's been bruised, he's been battered, and how he feels about himself is that he feels like he's a victim and that he's trying to hold on. He's doing everything possible to sustain. He's doing everything possible to maintain. and he's very defensive, very guarded, okay? So he guards himself. Like I told you before, he guards his heart space. This man is not open when it comes to love at all. And he's also very stubborn. Okay, so this man, how does he feel about himself? He feels like he's a victim. All right, and there's this energy of him not being able to walk away from those things that have hurt him in the past. He's continuously going back to those things and revisiting those things in his own mind. You see what I'm saying? He's not able to walk away from it and move towards his happiness and go towards his destiny. He stays in victimhood mentality within himself. He might not display it outwardly where the unaided eye can see, because if you're not looking from somebody from a spiritual perspective, if you're just looking at them from the 3D, a person would look at him and say, oh, he has it all together because he has all of these followers, he has these nice suits, he has this nice haircut, he uses all of these intelligent words to express himself, and so he has no problems. But this man, he's battered, he's bruised, you know, he's been through a lot, he's very defensive, he's very guarded. His heart space is closed off, and he sees himself as a victim, and he's constantly revisiting his past and the things that have hurt him. He has not healed from these wounds. As you can see, that bandage is on his head. He has not healed, y'all. I'm telling you, this man, how does he feel about himself? And then I'm just going to pull from one more deck to see what his blockages are. What are some things he can heal from? Because let's just say this video was to get to him, then I can say that I've done my part to at least show him. Like I said, hold that mirror up for him so that he could really see those things that he has decided to ignore and block off. How does he feel about himself? How does Kevin Samuels feel about himself? Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles and we have the Hierophant in the reverse. Now, the Hierophant in the reverse is someone who is giving bad advice, because the Hierophant in the upright, this is someone who is giving, it's like usually this is someone in a religious position or in a position of authority where they're able to be a teacher. You see these people down here, they're being instructed by this person who was in this position. But in the reverse, this is receiving bad advice. He sees himself as using this platform. He's receiving financial reward. He sees himself as receiving financial reward to spew negative and bad advice to the public. Okay? He's using this platform, but he's abusing it. This is also when a Hierophant is in the reverse. This is someone who abuses their authority. They abuse their position to be able to teach. And he knows that he's doing this, but because he's receiving financial reward, he's continuing to do it, because right now he's very much so in his ego. He's all about materialism. And so how does he see himself? He sees himself as being someone who is abusing his authority for financial gain. So let me pull from this deck in terms of some blockages that he has, some blockages that he needs to work on, and I'm going to go ahead and close out. And I really hope that this video really brought some light. It really shines some light on the things that he has been teaching, for those of you who have been listening, and that has really taught you all to use a level of discernment before you actually accept and receive information from people. And don't do it based on the physical appearance or the platform or the number of followers, but do it based on, what does your heart tell you? Does your heart tell you that what he is saying is correct? You see what I'm saying? You want to go within to receive. Much of the knowledge that you need is right. It's within you. You see what I'm saying? It's within you first, all right? And so for those people who have yet to heal, and for those people who have not been exposed to teachers or leaders that can actually guide them down the right path, they're being they're easily misled. And so I just want, you have here for this man, you have hormonal imbalances. All right, hormonal imbalances, and I do feel that that's accurate, because I feel that a large part of him is something imbalanced in terms of his masculine and feminine energy. Okay? And so hormonal imbalances can influence your mental. It can influence the way that you interact with people. He has some issues going on. There's some imbalances there, all right? That's dealing with the sacral chakra. So the sacral chakra is about your creative nature, your ability to create, your ability to tap into your gifts. okay? Your passion, what you're passionate about, okay? Having that zeal for life, that passion for life. And so there's something about his sacral chakra that has been affected, okay? What are some of Kevin Samuel's blockages here? Okay, we got two cards that came out. Not smart or good enough. That's the root chakra. And we also have here the sacral chakra, okay? This will be dealing with more hormonal imbalances, all right? That says urinary kidney infections, abnormal menstruation. These are just different symptoms that you can have if you have a blocked or an unbalanced sacral chakra. So it's definitely, it's not, let's just start with this, not smart or good enough. It's something about him feeling as if he doesn't know enough to actually come forward in his true nature, come forward through with an authentic presentation of who he is. And so he wears this mask and he uses that as a way of masking the fact that he does not feel like he's good enough. And I strongly feel that this I'm just going to say it because this is what I'm hearing, is that it deals with his sexuality. It's something about his sexuality that's off, with the sacral chakra coming out twice. We have here hoarder, afraid to let go. So he holds on to a lot of things. And while, you might think hoarder, okay, that means his house is full of mess, like you see on the hoarder shows. No, it means that he tends to hold on to materialism. It's something that he puts too much stock in materialism. And that's very clear based on the messages that he presents to the public. He's a hoarder. He holds on to materialistic things. And I also feel that mentally he holds on to things that have hurt him in the past. You can see that he is weighed down and he's burdened and he's carrying a very heavy load. And so this man, he tends to, because he's in this victim mentality, because he's been hurt, he holds on to a lot of that pain, because the pain is what actually gives him the passion to speak the negativity that he speaks. If he was healed, and if he wasn't holding on to all of these things, and if he wasn't a man that was about materialism and ego, then the message that he presented to the public will be completely different. He would do a whole 180. You wouldn't even recognize him. But because he is still holding on to those things that have hurt him in his past, and he's afraid to let them go, that's what he uses. That is his ammunition that keeps him in this position and allows him to, and actually causes him to speak the things that he speaks. So I'm going to pull two more cards, y'all. I think I've already said that, but I'm going to pull two more, and I'm going to go ahead and close out. So the two that came out is anger and aggression. Don't mind my cards because they do look a hot mess, but this is the root chakra. Anger and aggression. Okay, and this says sun gaze, meditate, citrine. This will be dealing with the sacral chakra, but he needs to get out into some sunlight. He needs to get into nature. He needs to do some meditation, okay? And the citrine crystal deals with the solar plexus, that deals with your courage, your confidence, okay? And so the anger and aggression is very clear that he is very angry and he is very aggressive, and he uses that like I said, as his ammunition, because he's so hurt. He's been through a lot, and so he's holding on to these things. So that's what I got for y'all. And for those of you that, like I said, if you receive this message well, just know that I'm not here to bash anyone, but I'm here to bring clarity and truth. I'm here to bring exposure to the truth so that we can't afford to continue to be misled by people who have platforms that are just further dividing the black man and woman. We can't afford that anymore. So that was my position tonight. I love y'all, and I'll talk to you next time.